No, actually, I mean, there was nothing to say. I mean, Piedmont, he's been locked in, he's been ready since winter. Everybody has. This is a new season, and everybody's been working their tails off. Piedmont especially. So there's nothing really to say to Piedmont. Piedmont's one of those guys. He's a raw type of guy, so he gets up on his own. But of course, you got to sometimes settle him down. Just like we had to settle down the defense that very first drive.
How do you evaluate the jobs that Robert Barnes and Trey Norwood and Trey Brown did?
I mean, they did an amazing job. They came out there. Excuse me. Oh, you good? They came out there ready to play, and I mean from the jump. I mean, they've made an impact just throughout camp, throughout the summer, and they've done an amazing job of basically just amping us up as well. So I mean, they've done a great job as far as to this point.
Steven, the defense only played 48 snaps, which is the lowest number of snaps in 11 years by an OU defense. Did you get enough? You feel you got enough to evaluate where you guys are at preparing for Ohio State?
Definitely. I mean, after the first drive, I mean, I kind of knew that we were already so amped up to where it was kind of like we were being overly aggressive instead of playing assignment football. And once we really settled down the defense, you kind of seen us grow. Just in that one little drive, we learned from that. So just those little things right there just kind of taught me our defense.
How do you guys make sure that you don't get overly amped up with Ohio State? It's going to be a different kind of environment, not a friendly one, but kind of a place where you could be amped up again.
Definitely. I mean, we're going to be amped up for this game. I mean, not going to say we're not going to ever be amped up. We're always going to be amped up. We're always going to be ready to go. We're Oklahoma. We want to play in big games, and this is why people come to Oklahoma. So, basically, we just got to make sure that we're playing the assignment correct and making sure that each individual person is doing their job.
What are your memories from that game last year?
I mean, hurt. You seen it on everyone's face. I mean, we thought we were ready to go out there and play. We didn't play up to our capabilities, and Ohio State put it on us. I mean, there's no other way to put it. But this year is a different year. We're going to prepare like we've never prepared before, and it's a different environment. We're going to go to Ohio State, and our plan is to win.
We've all kind of assumed preparation for that doesn't start today. It started a while ago.
Definitely. I mean, definitely. It started a while ago, but at the same time, we're taking it one game at a time, and next person up on our schedule is Ohio State, so we're ready to go.
So the first time you guys are working on Ohio State will be today?
I'm not going to say that.
When you have a game the way it went last year, have you watched it since, or just put it out of the back of your mind?
No, I've watched it a million times. You go back and watch it after the game, even after the season, after I'd had my surgery and everything. I went back and watched every single game, and you just kind of you look at the mistakes that you made, just in every game as an individual, and then as a defense, you go back and look at that, and you seen a lot of mistakes that we made against Ohio State versus other teams that we probably didn't. So. It's a lot of things we got to fix, but this is why we prepare.
When you see those highlights, how do you think the defense has changed since then?
Just a different mentality. I mean, last year, we came out ready to play, but I feel like this year we come to practice every single day, day by day. Our lifting is important. It just seems like everything that we do is more important than it was last year. And last year it was important. I'm not saying it wasn't, but there's just something about this year. And, I mean, the freshmen, they brought a different feel to it, too. So it's just a different mentality.
Is there any sense that you guys have just a more firm grip of what you're doing?
I definitely believe that. I think that everyone just kind of knows what we're doing. Everyone is bought all into the system. And, that's what really makes it so fun. I mean, even in camp, us shutting down a top offense in America, which is our offense, versus Baker and, in camp and stuff like that, when we're shutting them down, and it puts a smile on our face, because we love to be the hoorah, we love to be the backbone of the team. So, when you're doing stuff like that, I mean, it kind of opens your eyes, but at the same time, it makes you, just notice how hard that we've been working and how hard that we're going to keep working.
You said when you saw the Ohio State film, you saw a bunch of mistakes that were being made. What were some of the biggest ones that you saw?
Really, gap control. I mean, and they just put it on us. It was just one of those things where we didn't come out and play like we were supposed to, and that's something that's gonna be different this year.
Stephen, you guys have won 11 straight true road games. Can you talk about the mentality you guys have had over the past 2-3 seasons and what it'll take to get a win at Ohio State on Saturday?
What it's going to take is basically a lot of preparation, doing everything right to our capability, block out the noise, and take the crowd out of the game early. Those are going to be the biggest keys right there.
Have you guys learned about being in that type of environment? Is it something that starts throughout the week? Is it something in the way you travel, prepare yourself the night before? I mean, where does that all come from?
Just everything plays a role. Us getting to class on time, us basically preparing, watching film, us getting the lifts on time, us going to breakfast, dinner checks, all that stuff. All that stuff plays a big role. And I mean, once you get everybody all bought in, everything else is going to take care of itself. And we're going to have to go out there and play, of course. But it's the little things that really matter. And if we do the little things right, then we're going to do a lot of things right on Saturday.
Can you guys learn from 2 years ago, the older players, the Tennessee trip, what it's like to play in front of 100,000 people? Can you carry that over into this game?
Definitely carrying it over to this game as far as, some of the people that have already had that experience going into it. Of course, you gotta calm your young guys down. I mean, it's a big game. Not all people are going to fold under pressure. I don't think any of our freshmen are going to fold under pressure because it seems like they love it, and that's what's so crazy about it. It's good. So, we're definitely going to have to bring that mentality like we did Tennessee, going to Tennessee, to Ohio State, but bring even more.
What's your message to those guys who maybe didn't play in last game or didn't play very much in last year's game?
My message is basically just let the game come to you. Don't do too much. Play assignment correct, and let's go get it.
Stephen, you've played in a lot of big games. Do you still get an extra charge when you have a game like this approaching and when it arrives? Does it feel different than a normal game to you?
It definitely feels different than a normal game, but at the same time, you come ready to play and you come prepared for every single game. But of course, I will say, whenever you play these type of games, these really big games, it's almost like you already feel extra loose, or you feel warm. It's like your blood is going, your adrenaline has been going, all week. So it's one of those things where it is a little bit different.
How much just being on campus and stuff during the week, does that let you know people are looking at this game a lot differently? That makes it a bigger deal every week.
Honestly, people have been looking at this game since probably winter. It seems like I've had so many conversations with people with them saying that, we've already, got our ticket for Ohio State, and we're going to Ohio State. My family, my family's going to travel there. I know a lot of families are, so we're going to have a lot of fans there to support us, and we're definitely going to have their back just like they have ours.
When you look at a season 1 week at a time, does it still enter your mind that what happens this week could play an impact of what happens the first week in December, given the magnitude of this game?
We think about that, but we just think about winning every single game. We take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time. So it's nothing to even to basically go further on,
What did you think about, you go against them every day in practice, what did you think about some of those young receivers and even Jeff, the play he made down the field?
All of our receivers are great. We've already seen that people don't really respect our receivers. They're saying that we don't really have a receiving core that's worth watching. They're wrong. They're very wrong about that. We have a lot of great talent in that receiving core, and they've all been making plays throughout camp. As you've seen Saturday, they made a lot of great plays, and they're going to keep making plays.
What's special about CeeDee Lamb when you go up against him?
He's just one of those guys that you can just feel feel how special he is just by every time he goes out there on the field and he works. And like I said, that's not just talking to him too. That's talking to all the freshmen and all the new guys that have came. Even Jeff Badet has done a great job of basically coming in, and trying to lead and doing great things. Marquise, he's done great things, and even other receivers like Grant and who else? Just anybody, everybody that's came in there new. Everybody has came to work, and everybody is put on, and you're seeing it now. So
Grant seems like he just kind of swallows a football with his hands. He just uncanny in the way he catches the ball.
We kind of call him like a Mark Jr. He's like a Mark 2.0 to us, but at the same time, he's his own guy. But Grant's really nice, with his ball skills.
It looks like some of the young guys, assuming Jordan Parker's out, I guess, and Trey Noah or Trey Brown may have to play, not start, but play. We heard about a lot of competition in this preseason camp. those guys ready for that? What makes you think they are ready for a big game like this?
Oh, yeah, they're definitely ready. And what makes me think that they're ready is just by how hard they come out and play and practice. And every single day, you see some of the little things that a freshman will do, wrong maybe, and you'll say it's a freshman mistake. But it's honestly like everybody has learned from their own mistakes. We'll fix it in film, fix it in practice. But it seems like day by day you see them just get better. They fix that mistake instantly instead of it takes them a couple of tries to basically knock their head. So they're not doing freshman things. They're learning every single day, and they're ready to go.
Steven, did you watch any football over the weekend?
Definitely. I watched a lot of games. Watched the Alabama-Florida State game. Yesterday, got the chance to watch the West Virginia Tech game. A lot of great football.
A&M, UCLA?
I did. I got to watch it all. Man, that's a conversation for a different day. But it's just one of those things. You gotta finish the game, and that's what A&M didn't do.
Does that always stand when something like that happens? It's almost impossible. I mean, everything has to go perfect for something like that to happen. Does that stand as an example to continue to remind you guys, don't let your foot off the gas, don't lose your focus?
That's exactly what it does. It basically just tells you don't let your foot off the gas, don't ever relax, don't ever see a team basically, see you relaxing on a play or sleeping on a play. And that's what we remind ourselves of every single day because we don't ever want to go through a loss like that. Thank you. Go ahead.
Question. Did you see Marquise Brown when he got on campus? Obviously, he's gained a few more pounds, but I wonder what he looked like when you first saw him.
Oh, Marquise was he was tiny. You were like, man. But he's a competitor. That's one thing you can say about him. He has heart. And, size doesn't matter. His speed is killer. So, I mean, that's something I will say about Marquise.
He's not the only one, but what does it say about that position that those kind of guys are now very effective in college offense, the slot receiver guys?
No, they're very effective. I mean, if you have somebody that can basically just blow the roof off the top with speed, and that's kind of what we have. We have a lot of speed. Before it seemed like we had a couple of receivers, but it seems like almost every receiver that we have now has speed and has some quickness to it, and it really makes the defense have to work extra hard just to basically cover them up. So.
Was there a moment, you probably looked at him and said, how's this guy going to play? Was there a moment where he proved it to you early in camp?
No, I mean, I never even looked like that. Any player that we recruit, I believe that they're ready to play, as soon as they step on campus. But, of course, you always have to show the older guys, what you're about. And Marquise has showed instantly what he was about. So there was never any questions.